Okay, so I don't have anything right now, but I've been thinking about it for weeks. My father, on May 24th, passed away, and he was my best friend. I loved him more than anything in the world, so this is very hard for me. Giving the speech at the roast, those of you who attended, I had a much easier time because I could look out to the audience and I could see him smiling at me. And I could see all of you guys, and he loved you all so much, his family, his friends, and as he said, there were no strangers in my father's life. Sorry. My dad is the most like me. I share his passion for photography, for all things athletic, for friends, for family, for jokes, for trying to make light of things that are hard. And it's hard to lose that person because we all love him, and he was just like my yin and yang. So it's very difficult. But I thought of all the things I could talk about and the funny stories, and I thought about keeping it to 3 minutes. And unlike my father, I've never been good at math. Horrible. But I think that what I wanted to do is honor him, and what I wanted to have each and every one of you try is my father had this way of bringing lightness to people that he knew and people that were strangers, be it a waitress, be it someone at Pilates, be it a flight attendant, be it the guy at the gas station, wherever it was, my father would find someone and want to reach out and connect and try to bring a little joy and laughter and lightness. And I would say, to honor his legacy, everyone in this room, if we could make a conscious effort to just one person every day, even if it's just a smile, to do something to try to bring that legacy and to try to keep that alive. And don't let that end with my father's passing, because he touched so many of us and he made us feel good. And you know, I would go with him when he would go through the chemo, and the nurses lit up when they saw him. And you know, when you were talking on the boat about thinking back about the first time you saw him, well, I probably was crying because my butt had probably been smacked, and I was, you know, I've known him as, I don't know a day in my life that he wasn't there. He was always the first person I would call when something good or bad would happen. And, you know, he meant the world to me. But I just have to say again, reiterate how thankful I am that you all showed up, how we all are so thankful. And it just means so very much. I know it's hard, it's Saturday, it's the summer, but you guys meant so much to him, and it's such a tribute that you all showed up, and thank you. I really appreciate it, the family appreciates it. We're all gonna miss him. But as I said, to try to take a little bit of that joy and lightness that he gave to so many people, with strangers, just a smile, just a nod, a compliment, opening the door, making a little gesture can go so far. And I think that that would honor his legacy. I was upset I wasn't here when he passed away. Unfortunately, I had some health issues and I couldn't make it. And I was still haunted by the fact that I wasn't there. And I kept looking for some sort of sign, like I wanted him to come back in a dream or something. But then, the more I thought about it, you know, he's got a lot of people up there that he's got to connect up with. And right now, the way he is busy eating, drinking, and fishing, and all the things he loves. So I shouldn't want him to come back. Give him some time. One last thing, and then I'll cut it. And going over his things, we found a page that he had done when my brother was still alive, and it was just 3 kids. And my father, it was his bucket list. And which he's added on and added on and added on, more tenants than we can count. But on the list, he wanted to camp and hike more. He wanted to fish more. And he wanted his children to be happy and healthy and live happy lives. And I look at that little bitty list and I think about how much more he did and how much more he included. And I think we should all be so lucky to have a life so full as he did. Thank you, guys.
I had to prepare some words, or I knew I wouldn't be able to do this.
Who are you?
I'm Andrew, the Ehrhardt's son. Good work, man. My father took his role as a parent and teacher very seriously. He tried to prepare me for life by teaching me the things he thought were most important. His appreciation of a good nap, and his love of the music of Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, and 50s rock and roll were of course part of my formation. One of the first important things he taught me was how to use my hands. As a young kid, he introduced me to the basics of auto maintenance, changing the oil, changing a tire, etc. He involved me in woodworking projects and basic home maintenance. And he had us help him during his years as a vintner. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but in the late 70s and early 80s, we bottled the original Ehrhardt Estates wine, wine/vinegar, from the vineyard that we planted in the front yard. His uncle Al, from whom he received his middle name, Alvin, initiated him into the worlds of photography and fishing, and taught him to love the outdoors. These lifelong loves he then shared with me. In preparation for this event, we looked over so many photos from the 60s, 70s, and 80s of him proudly standing beside or holding the fish that he caught, most often wearing the same pair of worn-out Levi's. In the Indian Guides, he of course took a leadership role and was an active participant. And later, in Boy Scouts, he did the same and was beloved of all the kids, yeah, here it comes, who would make fun of the noises of pleasure he would make when eating. And imitate his enthusiastic call, which maybe is from a previous time, the, "Oh, baby, baby, baby." He took me on one trip after another, backpacking in the mountains of California, fly fishing in the western states, Alaska and Canada, sea kayaking in British Columbia, skiing in California, skiing and cycling in California. We went to many of the national parks in California, Utah, Wyoming, and Arizona, where he passed on his passion for sleeping under a starry night. Gifts which I had done my best to share with my kids. Another lesson was the importance of maintaining friendships. I imagine everyone here has received at least one Christmas letter from my father. Whenever I've come to visit, he would make sure we called some relative or old friend to reconnect. He taught me the importance of doing a favor for someone, or saying something nice to someone. And if that someone was a woman, all the better. For example, every year when we would decorate the outside of our house with Christmas lights, he would then go down to the house of a neighbor and friend down the street and hang her lights for her, a woman, of course. One of the two most important lessons he tried to share, we're reaching the end now, he tried to teach, and his greatest gift to me was to give people your undivided attention and show interest in them. He took an interest in what was important to me, and so he wanted to get to know my friends, many of which have written me since his death to share memories and thoughts, because they had gotten to know him and had been left with a powerful impression. As a mechanical engineer, he had little life experience with the humanities. So when he came to visit me in college, he was delighted to sit in on my philosophy classes and literature classes. And how can I say no? When he met my then girlfriend, Anna, a vegetarian, she's here in the front row. I stole this, I guess she was gonna share this, but he tried a tofu scramble with, get this, nutritional yeast gravy, because he was interested in the life we were leading and participating in the Eugene alternative granola lifestyle. Perhaps where I saw this best was with my own kids. He was a natural-born grandfather, devoting himself to whatever his grandkids fancied. He and Jan came to visit us every year in Spain since the kids were born, until his health prevented it. And always we would come to visit them in the summer. I said there were two most important lessons, and the second was to take the time to enjoy life today. He spoke many times since his diagnosis about how lucky he felt to live the life he had, living adventures along the way and not waiting for later to do it. When it came time to prepare his bucket list, I think it was much shorter than it might otherwise have been. He set an example with his life that I will do my best to follow. He made this world a better place for having been here. Thank you.
This is Donna. This is Dave's daughter-in-law, wife of Andrew.
Hello. I was trying to prepare a speech for this occasion, and I just kept crying over the notepad. So I just wanted to share with you the story of when I first met Dave. I was telling about it in the car on the way here. It wasn't when he had the chance of trying nutritional yeast gravy. It was way before. It was when I had first met Andrew, and I didn't know hardly anything about him. And he came one day to find me and said, "My dad is in town." And I said, "So what?" I want to introduce you to. Why? And we went over there, and he said, "This is my dad, this is Anna." And within 10 minutes, Dave knew much more about me than Andrew did. He really wanted to find out what I had to say, what my life was all about. And Andrew kept listening like, "Oh, really?" But then I realized that he didn't want his dad to meet me. He wanted me to meet his dad. And I'm not surprised because I was so positively moved. And, well, I moved now. Sorry. He's such an amazing man. And the second time we met him, we were already dating. And I was really scared because I thought he wouldn't like his son to be dating a Spaniard. Well, I couldn't be more wrong. He, of course, saw me and said, "Anna, wow, I'm so glad to see you." And he gave me one of those big hugs. And I really, I didn't know what to say, but it took me by surprise. Dave accepted me as a daughter. I felt love, and I loved him just like a daughter. And he took the time to express that whenever he could. And that is something that I learned from him, that we can't wait to say, "I love you," when you really feel it. And my last conversation with him, I want to share this because it's such an important moment in my life. Andrew was talking to Dave, and I knew Dave got tired talking on the phone, and I didn't want to interrupt because I wanted to give Andrew his chance with his dad. But I heard him say, "Oh, you tell her." And I went over to the kitchen where they were talking, and he passed me the phone, and Dave said hello, and they said, "Anna, I want you to know that I love you." And I said, "Dave, I love you too." And, "Oh, great, yes, yeah." And, we just said that and then carried on and said, "Well, we'll be seeing you soon." And then that didn't happen. I didn't know that then, but I'm so glad I got to say, "I love you," and he did say that. So I feel blessed to have met this man, to have been part of his life, for him to have been part of my life for all these years. And I'm really blessed to be part of the Ehrhardt clan. Thank you for accepting me.